Alright, hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to do this problem called Asteroid Collection, which is 735, a medium code on LeetCode, medium problem LeetCode. So yeah, let's go through this with my problem solving process. So let's get right into it. Alright, so let's go read it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Alright, this is fine. Alright, so we are given an array named asteroids, so let me just write that down. Okay, so end. Okay. So for input, we're given an array, int array, named asteroids, representing asteroids in a row. For each asteroid, the absolute value represents its size. For each asteroid, the absolute value represents its size, and the sign represents its direction. Positive meaning right, negative meaning left. Each asteroid moves at the same speed. Okay. Find out the state of the asteroid after all collisions. If two asteroids meet, the smaller one will explode. If both asteroids are the same size, both will explode. Two asteroids moving in the same direction will never meet. Okay, so that's a lot of notes to take. So, let's see what the output is. Find out the state of the asteroids after two collisions. So I'm guessing that's our output, even without looking at the output itself. We're going to return the int array of asteroids after it went through all. After going through all collisions, all possible collisions. Okay, so that's interesting. So that means that, oh my god, this sounds so good. Anyways, so to note, so for our note, so array at I, or asteroids at I, is equal to absolute value size, and then the sign. So negative means going left, then positive equals right, and then find out the state of asteroids of all collisions. So if meet, smaller one will be deleted. Same size, both deleted. And then two asteroids going same direction, never meet. Okay, so that's a good thing to note. Left direction and right direction. Okay, cool. So we took some good notes, I'm pretty sure. Do I have any questions? Yeah, so some good questions are, running out of breath. Oh my god. So some good questions are, can the size of the array of asteroids, is it asteroids or asteroids? Asteroids be 0? And then let's go check. I'm pretty sure it'll be no, maybe minimum of, I'm pretty sure it could be yes. Okay, it has to be length of 2. Has to be length min 2. The Weeknd goes hard on this song, except for his last part. Anyways, sipping on my matcha protein shake. Made it myself, no big deal. So now that we've gone through some notes, we know our input and output, and we've gone through some questions that we could possibly ask during the interview. Let's go ahead and do some examples. Let me think. I think it's best if we go through this using Jamboard. Yeah, I'm playing bops already. Holy. Alright, anyways, so let's make a new Jamboard. Okay, so let's say for our input, we're given this array like 10, -10, 5, then -4, and then 1, and then -2. I think that's a good example. It's pretty complex, but it gets the job done of all the cases, I'm pretty sure. So let's get it written down. Let me put it in here in my Jamboard. So we have this array, right? And so I'm pretty sure we're going to be using a stack to solve this problem because it just makes sense, right? So let's go solve it, right? So yes, let's solve it. So first off, when we go through stack, we're going to read through the array with the for loop or whatever. Excuse me. So let's go through it. So first off, we read out 10, right? And now we read off -10, right? So at this point, once we read -10, let me think. How am I supposed to detect, right? Well, either way, I'm going to detect either way. Maybe I can check like, maybe like, maybe have like a flag, but I'm not sure. But either way, we're going to solve it, right? So 10, so -10 and 10, right? They're going to destroy each other because they're going to the left and positive, whatever direction, right? So yeah, it's going to destroy each other. As it said, if they meet, then the small one will be deleted, but if the same size, then both will be deleted. So in this case, we're going to delete both. So boom, the stack is empty. So now we're going to input 5, and then now we go on to the next asteroid, which is -4. So they're both going to meet, and it appears that the 4 will be deleted because the 5 is bigger than the 4. So the 4 gets deleted. Our back here at this 5. Then we get the 1, and then we read -2. And as we read -2, we know that 1 and -2 will meet, so we're going to delete the -1. I mean, we're going to delete the positive 1 because the -2 is bigger, and in this case, that if they do meet, the small one will be deleted, and then the one that lives will continue on to have the same value. So delete the -1. I mean, delete the positive 1. Oops, I'm having too much fumbles. So yeah. Yeah. And then I think in this case, now that we have -2 and 5, I think in this case, would it just be 5? Or will we, I'm pretty sure it'll just be 5. So yeah, it'll be 5. Yeah, so we return 5 in the end, which is very interesting. I'm pretty sure that's how it should work, right? Yeah, I'm correct. Okay, cool. So, So that leaves a lot of questions in my head on how to solve this problem. I need to take a breather because I'm losing. Alright, I am back. That took a while. So yeah, we just went through our first example, right? So yeah, we had it 5. Let's do another example where where our input. Yeah, where our input is I guess like 10, 5, and then 5, but then also 5. I think this is a good example. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. Copy paste this actually. All right, so first off, we're going to read 10, and then we're going to read 5. Oops. We're going to read 5. And then, oops. Keep pressing the wrong button. And then from there, we read -5. Then when we see -5 and 5, we're like, okay, so they're going in the opposite directions. So what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to check which one is bigger. If they are the same, then I'm going to delete both. So, but first I'm going to delete this 5 because it's stack, right? Then I'm going to delete this 5, right? And then now we're back to going through this 5 right here. So 5. So they're both going into the same direction. So that means our output's going to be 10, 5. So all right. So let's do an example where it's like where we leave nothing left, right? And it's pretty simple. We don't even need to like write it out, I guess, because we already know. So 10 and -10. We already know from the output they're both going to the opposite directions. So they're both going to collide with each other. So we're going to return an empty list, right? So those are our 3 examples. Yeah, I think these are some good examples to kind of showcase that I do actually understand the problem. I'm really glad that I came up with this problem because I didn't know. I thought it would just come out to like 5. I thought it would come out to 5 -2. But apparently I have to keep on going, right? Until they're all going to the same direction or until there's none. So yeah, I think I don't know how I'm going to solve this. But we'll see. Good thing we're doing it like first time, so it'll be a great showcase of my problem solving skills in like right now. So let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead into my matching phase. We're kind of like match like what we can use to solve this problem. We're obviously going to go through a while loop. We can't do a for loop because even though we iterate through all of the input, put it into the stack, we're going to run into the case where we have this 5 and -2 like that one time. But then we already iterated through -2, so that means that we have to stop, right? But in this case, we had to actually calculate what happens here when we input the 2, the -2. So yeah, so that's why we have to do a while loop. I'm not sure what the condition will be, but while loop condition, I think like less than 2. Well, no, more than 2. While stack more than 2? No. While, I don't know what the condition will be. We'll see. Something with stack condition. While it's more than equal to 2. I think while more than equal to 2, so more equal than 2. And then what else? We have to also iterate through asteroids, right? And then with the while loop, we can maybe have some flags. I'm not sure. Some flags, some if statements, to detect if opposite, to detect if colliding. Maybe like a flag, or maybe like a mathematical calculation. I'm not sure, but I think a flag will be easier in my opinion. We'll see. So then let me see. Well, I was gonna use .pop, and we can use .pop to hold to hold top. And then maybe like a let me think. And then I think like maybe like a int var to hold second from top. Just to count that value that we input, I guess. Let me think. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then what else can we use? So with the while loop, we got if statements to detect, if colliding, flag, maybe mathematical calculations, then pop, and then oh yeah, we're obviously gonna use stack, right? Solve this problem. And maybe ABS for absolute value. Then maybe max, maybe. I think max would be good too. We'll see. I have no clue. So let's go ahead and plan. Right. Let's go ahead and plan. I think that'll be good. So, but first let's make our driver code. And then I'm going to name this function called def get collision results. And then I'm going to say that's going to take in the argument of asteroids. Is it asteroid or asteroids? Asteroids. Okay, cool. And pass it for now. I think I'm going to solve it using this condition first. So let's go name this user input and just give it this list. And then let's go call get collision results with the parameters of user input. And then I'm going to say that we're going to print out its return value that it's going to turn out, because it's going to turn the stack, or that's going to turn the stack, I guess. So I guess the first part of our code is going to be we already got user input, so let's go initialize our stack. Initialize stack, and then once we initialize the stack, once we initialize the stack, we already have it empty, right? Initialize empty stack. And then we're going to iterate through the stack. So, no, iterate through the asteroids. So, iterate through asteroids with while loop. I'm not sure like what the condition would be, to be honest. I'm not sure what it would be to stop, right? I'm not sure actually. That's a hard one. All right, I'm back again for last time. Okay, this should be last time. Okay, so all right, so I was making a plan, right? So iterate through the asteroids with the while loop. I'm not sure how like what's gonna be the condition again. Maybe like while, because in the loop I want to kind of like push asteroids at I onto stack, and then at the same time, right, I want to compare if previous will collide with top, and then do calculations based on that, right? So if they do collide, so if value equal, so value equal, if equal value, then delete, then pop both. And then I guess if top more, then pop top, pop top, pop prev, push top, right? Then if prev more, then pop top, pop prev, push prev, right? That's like it's like all of it, right? Then what do I want to do? That's pretty much it. But I gotta figure out like how am I supposed to make this while loop? Like I know like I got it already. Like I know what to do, but I don't know how to code it. I remember from a previous problem, I had this same exact issue. I think it was like while. It was like for. No. It was like for loop. Okay, so it was like. It was for. So for loop. For asteroids and asteroids. For asteroid and asteroids. Input. Right? And then we do a while loop. So while. So I guess like while stack is more than equal to 2. I guess. More than 2? While stack more than 2. No, while stack. More than equal to 2. More than equal to 2. We want to compare. Yes. This is what I wanted to do. Yes, this makes sense. This makes sense. So even when we, yeah, this makes total sense. Okay, hell yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. And then at the end we want to basically return stack. So yeah. But I think I need to go into more detail on these steps. So I'm not sure how am I gonna solve that, but I think once I start coding it, like it all makes sense. So yeah, this is our plan. This is our plan. All right. So, so let's go code this up, right? So let's go initialize our empty stack. So stack is equal to empty. And then we want to do like, so for in range, all the way up to 0, all the way up to the length of, I think I can do it for asteroid and asteroid. But let's do this. So for in range, from all the way up to 0, all the way up to the length of asteroids, I want to append, or basically push, but it's going to be append. I want to append the asteroid into the list, and I mean onto the stack, which is basically the list. So stack dot append asteroids at I, right? And then once I got that, I want to say, so while stack length of stack is more than equal to 2, I want to basically compare if they will collide or not. So that's gonna be really tricky. It's gonna be really tricky. So I guess in this case, so I guess I can initialize a top equal to 0, and then also like top and previous is equal to 0. Right? Like that makes sense. And then so while stack is more than equal to 2, at every, I guess at every Hmm. This makes sense. No, that won't make sense. Hmm. How would I get the previous though? Like, I mean, it wouldn't be really cheating if I said that the previous is actually like I minus 1, right? Right? That wouldn't be cheating, right? But it has to be, the previous has to be attaining to the stack. Attaining from the stack, I mean. So how would I do that? I mean, I can just do like stack length minus 1, right? I can say previous is equal to, yeah, I could say that. So previous is equal to, stack at stack at length of the stack minus 2. I'm pretty sure that could work. Or I can say that the length of the stack, I can keep track of the length. So I think that, no, I think this is fine. So previous equal to is that, and then top is equal to length of the stack I'm not sure. I should have planned this out more. But yeah, I think that's okay. So we got the previous. And so now we can compare if previous, we'll call it the top. So how will I do that? So how can I do this? I can either do it, what did I say, mathematically or a flag. So if they're both negative, then they're going to the same direction. So then they'll both have negative. But then I have to keep count of the... Yeah, I think I just need to like, okay, I think I need to make it like another function. So def direction. So it's gonna take a num. And then it's gonna say, so return 1, return false or true if num more than equal to 0. Yeah, because 0 is 0 positive? Is 0 positive or negative? It's either positive or negative. But I think I'm gonna say more than equal to 0. Else false. Right? I think that's gonna be pretty much it. Yeah, I think this is fine to detect if they're going in the same direction. So if direction of top is equal to, so top is equal to to stack.pop. Oh, I need to do this either way. I need to pop the top either way. So I think this is fine. So top is equal to that, and then previous is equal to this instead. So direction of top is it it's equal to direction at prev. So yeah, if they don't equal to each other, that means that they're going to basically like collide, right? Then we got his check. So if they have the same value, then pop both, which we already did, right? And then okay, so we're gonna check. We gotta check. So if, then we gotta say like if excuse me. Oh my god. So if what's the value of top is more than the absolute value of, no, if they equal to each other, prev, then do nothing, right? So we don't do anything. But I think it's better to write in this way. So if top, absolute value of top is more than absolute value of prev, then we're going to push top back in the stack. So stack dot append top, and then else we're going to say that stack dot append bot prev. So that makes sense, right? And then if they're equal to each other, then we just like don't do any of this because they already pop, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, and then from here we just return stack. I have confidence that this will work. Let's just go through it with this example 10 5 negative 5 5. This should just return, well, like 10 5. Let's go through it using the same stuff here, but we go through it with our code. Oops. All right, where did it go? I lost it. Cool. All right, so we have our stack. Top prev equal to 0. For I in range all the way to the length of the asteroids, so all the way up to the length, yeah, of this list, we're going to go through our codes, right? So we're going to append asteroids at I, which is currently at 10. So we get there. We skip this while because the length of the stack is not more than equal to 2. Then we get 5. And then from there we hit the while loops because the length of the stack is more than equal to 2. And then top is equal to, oh wait, actually, oh, okay, good thing I caught that. So else want to, these operations might be kind of like, but I think it's fine. So if it doesn't access these, then we're going to basically add them back. So stack dot append prev, and then stack dot append top. Good thing I caught that. Yeah, that's good that we caught that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we hit the 5, and then we're going to pop the top, and then pop the previous. And then if top doesn't equal to if they're not going in the same direction, then we go through this, but they are going to the same direction because they both return true. So we're going to add them back. So prev gets added back, which was 5. No, which was 10, and then prev gets added back, so 5. Cool. All right, and then we input this 5, negative 5, I mean. Then the stack is more than equal to 2, so now we get the top, which is equal to negative 5. So I think it's better if I write top equal to negative 5. then prev equal to 5. Right, so we pop these both out. And then we go through this if statement. So if direction of top should return true, and prev should return false. So if they're not equal, then we say if the absolute value of top and prev, no, if absolute value of top is more than absolute value of prev, then we only add back the top. But in this case, they have the same absolute value, so we do neither of those. And so, yeah, they're both gone, which is cool. And then now we add 5. The length of the stack is more than equal to 2. So we pop out top and prev. So top is 5 and prev is 10. So these are gone. But they are going to the same direction. So we're going to append back the prev, which was 10, and then 5, which is the top. Then we return the stack because we're out of this for loop now. So yeah, that should be the solution. Let's go ahead and copy and paste into LeetCode. Everything into LeetCode actually. And then I need to copy this function. Self. Do I need to do self dot? I'm pretty sure I need to do self dot direction, right? I'm pretty sure. It's taking so long. I'm kind of scared. Time limit exceeded, but does it work though? Let's see in my case if it does work. So in this case, with this input, it should return 5. Oh, am I going through an infinite loop? Do I think I need a break? And break. Right? Yeah, I need a break. Oopsie. Then break. Wait, how did it do that? Very interesting. How did it output 8? Does it go through here? Goes through. Let's try that. Does it go through? It does go through, but how? So it appends. In this case, it appends previous. Just double check. Yeah, it goes to what? Wait, how is that true? Huh. Oh, because either way it goes through here. So else if elif absolute value of top is less than absolute value of prev, do this. Then if not, then do nothing. Just continue, right? Then else continue. Right? That should work now. Okay, cool. So let's see if this one works now. Direction's not defined. Oh, self. Oops. Okay, accepted. Wrong answer. Hello, excuse me. So should be nothing. Wait, really? No way that's real. Damn, I did it wrong. Okay. Does it go through though? What happens here? I'm actually so curious. So -2, -1, 1 and 2. So it's true, I guess. But wouldn't it be like, have I been doing this wrong? Why is it? Because when we get this 1, when we read this 1, oh, because they're past each other. Oh my god. They're past each other, that's why. I guess I can say if top is less than 0 and prev more than or equal to 0. Huh. Wait. So I don't need direction. What? Wait, that's so crazy. I guess I solved the problem. Alright, so alright, so to go through this, time complexity wise, it's O of n, because we're going to basically go through a for loop. through all the elements in asteroids, and then we're going to append it into the stack. So since we use a stack, it's O of n space. We don't use anything else, so just O of n. And then yeah, so O of n time O of n space. Yeah, that's pretty much it.